What is going on, everybody? It's Jonathan Irzar here. Welcome back to another video. We're going to bring you guys another full day of eating. I spent this morning kind of relaxing, stretching, getting some cardio in, and then I went to go get a massage with my massage therapist. She is absolutely amazing. But before we go train, I got to break this fast real quick. So we're going to get some grapes in our bellies. All right, so I got some, so I have some black grapes here. I'm going to measure out 500 grams. Look how juicy and plump this grape is. That is one big ass grape. So guys, we have roughly 500, right? So we have 505 grams. This is gonna be my pre-workout meal, and we are going to hit legs today with my boy Brian. So let's get it. All right, so we're with Brian now. We're getting ready to go to Lifetime, hit legs, but I showed you guys how plump these grapes are. They just pop in your mouth. You hear that?
Yeah, that damn crunch.
That crunch, bro. Look how good that is. These are so fat. These are probably the fattest grapes I've ever eaten. So for the people that are into bodybuilding, all the newbies like to call it Miami Nationals, you know, as if there's another type of Nationals. There's different shows. There's USA's. It's not the Vegas Nationals. It's the Team U. That's not the New York Nationals. But yeah, it's funny though. But yeah, we've been killing it. Been making sure I've been pushing the shit out of him, you know, getting the most out of these workouts, because I really want to make sure this conditioning is just beyond crisp, you know, because that's all that matters, especially in the classic physique. And we still have some weight to lose, and you know, I'd rather him not have to stress out as much that last week as opposed to what I had to do, you know, getting ready for my show. But here are the grapes, guys. We're gonna clean this up and then see you guys at the gym. All right, guys, so we are here at the gym, starting off this leg day with some seated leg curls. The first exercise we're doing, we've already done our warm-up sets. So we're getting in and essentially doing sets of 10. We progress with weight, you know, and then basically once that 10 gets extremely difficult, like RPE, which basically means rate of perceived exertion, reaches about a 9-10, then we're gonna do a drop set on that final set. So let me show you guys what we're doing. For the next exercise now, we're using the squat press. This is like a variation of a leg press. The way that it works, it works with your legs range of motion. You guys will see this shortly, but we are working our way up once again, doing sets of 10 on this particular exercise. Finished 4 sets over there on that leg press. Now we're working our way to another leg press. And in here, we're going 4 sets of 20 reps. So we're not gonna go anywhere near as heavy, but we're gonna rip this bad boy out and get a nasty pump. So now for the next exercise, we are going to be using this squat machine. Now, instead of just doing it one way, we're gonna do it both the front squat and the back squat. We're gonna go sets of 10 on each, a total for 3 sets, all right? So watch me do it, and if you have this machine in your gym, go ahead and try it. You're gonna we finished up with all the quad dominant exercises. Now we're working on our hamstrings and our glutes again. We're gonna do some stiff-legged deadlifts with the dumbbells. Now with this particular way of doing it, we wanna make sure that we're getting a good deep stretch at the bottom and then coming up and squeezing our glutes and our hamstrings at the top as hard as we possibly can for like 1 to 2 seconds. Watch me do it. Leg workout is now complete. Man, we kicked some butt today. Really pushed him. Really got deep into it. Like I said earlier, I'm trying to make sure that his conditioning is just next level. So before I decide to eat anything, this is usually what I do first thing in the morning. I'll juice my celery, but I'm gonna go ahead and do that now because I didn't really have enough time this morning. So I went ahead, rinsed it, washed it, put it in this bowl. That way I can clean it up real quick, and then we're just gonna use this Breville juicer. If you guys understand or know this model, I get people that ask me all the time, what juicer do you use? This is what it is, the Breville, the juice fountain. So let's go ahead and get this celery juiced up. All right, so we got just over 20 ounces, and this was 2 stalks of celery, so 2 big batches. Normally I would just do 1, but I felt like those batches were pretty small, so I went ahead and juiced 2 today. Bottoms up. Now that we got the juiced celery out of the way, I'm gonna finish off these black grapes. So we have another 600 grams of what was left over in that bag. Man, oh man, I've been loving these. I've been having grapes basically every day, at least 2 times a day. Just because number one, they're my freaking favorite fruit, and then while they're in season, they're one of the best fruits to have. So typically how I structure my meals is I'll usually do raw, you know, throw the smoothies in as you guys have seen, and then like my last meal of the day, I'll have a cooked meal. So whether it be lentils with vegetables or rice and beans and, you know, plátanos. And last night my mother made this dish called asopao, which is like it's a Puerto Rican dish. Yautilla. We have like just green bananas, gandules, rice as well. This is a dish that I will definitely make a video for you guys because it is freaking amazing. I mean, it is, man, especially for this time of the year. It just soothes your soul, honestly. Let's enjoy these grapes though. I don't know if y'all heard that pop. We're in the car. Let's get close. Oh yeah. So sweet, so delicious. Grapes are extremely cleansing. If you guys don't follow Dr. Morse, when I did the grape fast, 17 days, I wanted to go full 40, but man, I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty tough. I did it for 17 days, and the amount of inflammation that it was able to pull out of my body was incredible. I ended up losing like 10 pounds, but man, I felt amazing. I just felt lighter. My sleep like improved dramatically. Freaking love these things. Oh, and that reminds me, 1 second guys. Forgot to mention this earlier, but we have the Let Food Be Thy Medicine t-shirts. They're in black and white. They are on sale on my website right now. I will leave the link in the description box below if you guys want to support me and purchase one for yourself. They fit really, really awesome. The material is great. Personally, I love it, you know, and of course it has a good message to it, you know. Let's let our food be our medicine, medicine be our food. You know, it's important for us to really do this and to be able to transition our eating into a healthier way. We've been conditioned terribly to eat, you know, a certain way for so long, and it's like now that we have this knowledge, thank you to social media and thank you to the internet for us to be able to find this stuff and allow, you know, everyone to be able to spread the word. But I think it's important, you know, the best way to do it is honestly wear it on a t-shirt, show people what's up. So I appreciate you guys if you do want to support, and you know, make sure you tag me in your social media. My Instagram is always listed in the description box, so you guys can follow me as well. I'll make sure to write it on the screen right now for you guys. But and once again, thank you guys so much. But let's go ahead and finish off these grapes now. So far we have eaten 195 grams of carbs, 15 grams of protein, and 0 fat, and that includes both the celery juice and the 2 meals of grapes. I would just want to throw that in there for you guys, for those who are interested in keeping up with the calories and stuff that I'm consuming every day. But yeah, so that makes up 2 meals down so far. We have 2 meals left for the day, so we'll see you guys at the next one. Alright guys, so we are on to our next meal. So the first thing we're going to do is add these 3 bananas. 1, 2. And next up we have our blueberries. Some water. A little bit of almond milk. A tablespoon of spirulina. 2 scoops of this protein, which equals out to 30 grams of protein. We have 1 tablespoon of ground flaxseed. Alright, so one thing I would normally add to my smoothies is the CBD oil, which is this elixir here, this brand. I'll be leaving the link to this particular brand in the description box, but since after my workout I had the grapes instead, I went ahead and just used a dropper and put it under my tongue, and then I ate the grapes. But we have the spirulina here. This is extremely high antioxidants. It also has your B vitamins, B1, 2, 3, rich in iron. It's also rich in a full panel of amino acids. Helps with bad cholesterol, with lowering bad cholesterol. Also helps with keeping your good cholesterol at bay. Let's go ahead and give this bad boy a sip. Just love it. Blueberries are always clutch. Super high in fiber. Again, extremely high in antioxidants as well. Bananas just give it a good base, good flavor. I love this protein. Despite the crazy cost of it, it's actually a very good protein. Also has additional fiber in there as well. So here's meal number 3. We're doing a protein shake. Like I mentioned, normally I do the shake post-workout, but the grapes were just looking so delicious and I wanted to go ahead and finish them off. But here we are. I'm going to make sure to leave the nutritional info at the very bottom for you guys, so that way you guys are keeping up with my total calories for the day as well. And yeah. Okay guys, so I made a quick stop at the grocery store. Had to pick up a few items so that I can make dinner tonight, and tonight's dinner is lentil soup. Here are the red lentils that I bought. Bought a grapefruit. Grapefruits were on sale, 2 for $1. Went ahead and got one of those. Got me another gallon of some almond milk, unsweetened version, so we have less sugar. And then we have these organic black grapes because they are absolutely delicious and I've been in love with them. We have some fresh ginger, because ginger is amazing. Anti-inflammatory, anti-cancer, high in antioxidants. I mean, just amazing stuff. Grab this bag of stew vegetables. It has celery, carrots, I think potatoes, onions. I think that's it. But this is what we're gonna add to the soup. And then last but not least, I did stop by Starbucks on the way home, grab me a matcha green tea. All right, so the first thing we want to do is put the stove on high, which I have done. Now we're going to pour this entire container of the vegetable broth. Voila. So this whole thing has 32 ounces, is 1 whole quart. Next up, we have this whole entire bag of the vegetables. Then we're gonna peel a potato. And then slice this up and add this to the soup. And next we're going to go ahead and add 300 grams of lentils. And then just stir it in, make sure it's all soaked in the broth. Like that. And as it's boiling, we're going to add our spices now. So let's start off with a little bit of cayenne pepper. Then we have garlic powder. Coriander, cumin, ginger, some ground turmeric, organic curry powder, some fresh ground black pepper, and then last but not least, a little bit of pink Himalayan sea salt. So now let's just stir those spices in a little bit again. Get everything marinated in between all these vegetables and the lentils. All right, so then we're gonna let this cook for another 10 to 15 minutes until the lentils and the vegetables have softened up and they're basically ready to eat. So we'll be back in a second. All right guys, so this is about 15-16 minutes later. As you guys can see, it is thickened up quite a bit. Yeah, this is looking amazing. This is exactly the consistency that you want to see with the soup. You know, it's nice and thick, but also creamy. It's beautiful. So you guys saw the spices that we use. We actually had to add an additional cup of vegetable broth, so that makes it 5 cups, a quart and a cup. I like to use the low sodium just because it is just better to be able to monitor your own, you know, the amount of salt that you're able to put in on your own. But yeah, this looks amazing, guys. So this is pretty much the final product. Okay, so the soup is now done. Check that out. Look at that consistency. Ooh, you see that? That is how you want your lentils to turn out. Man, it's pretty hot, so I've been letting it cool down for a little bit. But let's go ahead and dive in. The first thing that hits me is the curry and the turmeric. Those flavors are very dominant and very strong, so it's just the right amount, honestly. It's super creamy. It's just enough salt. Like I mentioned earlier, I don't really like to add a lot of salt. That's why I use the low sodium broth, vegetable broth, and just add a little bit of Himalayan sea salt, and it is absolutely perfect. The vegetables in here cooked to perfection too. The carrots are real creamy when you bite into it. And if you want to add more carbs, you can go ahead and either add more potatoes, or you can do like some rice or even some toast on the side. Usually I'll eat it with some toast. I love it with some toast, honestly. Just dip it in. I added the perfect amount of cayenne too. It's just got that little kick to it. Alright, so I ended up eating about 3/4 of that lentil soup that I had made, and they came out to hit almost like 1,000 calories actually. So I'm going to finish off the rest of this night with about 4 of these dates here. Check that out. So they're like these little brown things, but they taste like caramel. Some are seeded, so just know that. You can also buy them pitted. But I like to throw these into like my nice cream. I was gonna do nice cream today, but I just kind of figured why not, you know, not leave the noise out. It's kind of late. And then eating these 4 dates leaves me at roughly about 3,000 calories for the day. My fat wasn't so high. Honestly, I'm not even upset because I had some avocado yesterday. But carbs are at 577. And total protein was 140 grams, which is usually a lot more than I would typically eat in a day. But since I ate so many of the lentils, my protein was pretty high. With the lentils alone, 129 carbs, 2.3 grams of fat, and then 55 grams of protein, 66 grams of fiber. And that was just with the lentils alone. That is not something that I would normally eat in that kind of quantity, but you know, I wanted to make sure that I got about 3,000 calories today, so that's why I went ahead and just finished off that little bit. And then my sister ate the rest of it, but I'm gonna finish these last 2 dates and call it a night. So that was the total calories, the total macros for tonight, or for today rather. I feel good, energy's good, my digestion's feeling good. This weekend, like I had something and it really kind of slowed my digestion down. It was probably a little too high in fat. So it took a few days for everything to kind of get back in order. I was feeling kind of full there for a little bit, but I feel good, feel nice and empty now. And today was perfect really. But anyways, we're gonna close out this video, everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And if you already haven't subscribed to my channel yet, go ahead and hit the subscribe button along with the notification bell. That way you guys are notified every time that I release a video on this channel. But until next time, everybody, peace out.